running's going good. I'm off for my 3rd week of running. Struggled quite a bit, I had to walk quite a bit of the way. There were several points this week where my brain, my body was signalling to me, we're completely out of juice, we can't do it anymore. But I still did, I still managed to push through it and give just like a little bit more. I'm off to week 4 of running. I walked and ran nearly 3 miles in total, which is the furthest I've done. And I still struggled. I still feel like the slowest in my group. I am one of the slowest, but it's really not about how fast you can go. Endurance matters more. It's just hard when you're in a group not to try and catch up with the people in front of you. It's just like instinctual. You just want to be keeping pace with everyone else.
I will do your wedding hair for you. So you grab it like this. You grab it. You grab it and you bite it. And then you brush it gently like this. And then I'll go back comb it like this. Yes, lovely. And then voila. See, I've made a masterpiece. So that'll be £100, please.
I just filmed a video, so pardon mess behind me if you can see it. I wanted to really quickly say this. Ever since I took this bloody picture, also this one, but mostly the green one, brands have been using it to try and sell you stuff. And it's often things I've never used, people I've never met, hairdressers I've never met and stuff. To be fair, some of them are using it as examples of what you could do. So sometimes hair dye companies and websites that will sell hair dye, they maybe will be a little bit cheeky and use an image, and they're not saying it's their hair dye but maybe implying it. But if it's just inspiration and an example of what you might want to do with your hair, I don't have a problem with that. But I did start getting worried when I did see people saying it's this specific hair dye, or I've even had hairdressers saying they did it. Believe it or not. So I just wanted to say, if you see these photos being used, don't necessarily trust them, especially if they're saying it's this specific hair dye. The only brands that can say that that's their specific hair dye, the green I used Arctic Fox Phantom Green mostly, then later on when it got a brighter green I used Directions Apple Green, and I might have mixed Phantom Green and Apple Green. The turquoise dye is called Turquoise from Directions, and the lilac was, I can't remember the name of it, it might just be purple. It was like a dark purple and I diluted it to get a kind of a light lilac colour. La Riche, Directions and Arctic Fox are the only 2 brands that can use my photos and truthfully say that I use their products. You know what makes this picture so perfect? It's that I'm covering my face. I think that's why that one is used so much. I'm constantly sent stuff by people of you know, this photo is being used again, I saw your photo in a hair salon, I saw your photo here and there. You guys are very good actually. Whenever I go look at these posts, there's always at least one person who's like, that's Kierarose. But yeah, generally I don't worry about it unless they're actually trying to sell stuff, which I have seen some of them do, and it's been more of a recent thing. There's a doggo looking out the window at me. Oh, he's doing a little bark. He's doing a little bark. Tucker, is that why you're getting so excited? If you happen to see any posts, just like tag me, let me know, or politely say to them, you're wrong, bitch. I've had people as well use images of my little dough products and plugs and things. Just use them on their store and you can buy them. I mean, maybe they'll make a similar version, I don't know, but when I've called some people out on it, they've apologized and they've been like, oh, I was just using it temporarily until I got my own images and things. That's such a bad foot to start off on if you're trying to start a business. You couldn't pay me to use, you know, images that weren't accurate, or just pinch someone else's or something, or mislead my customers, because if you care that much about your business and about your customers, you won't do that. There you go. That's just my thoughts. Alex, his mum and his dad all have their birthdays in February, so it can be quite an intense month. On Alex's birthday, something pretty bad happened that I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. But we went to see Alita Battle Angel and that was awesome. And then at the weekend we met up with my parents and his parents and we all went out for a meal. Then we threw a surprise party in a pub for Alex's dad Dave's birthday, and then we went round to his parents' house for his mum Laurie's birthday, and we just had a family night sitting around chatting and looking at old photographs, which was really nice. And I pinched a bunch to scan in, but I want to pinch more of them. Their family history is going to be my children's family history, and I don't know as much about his family as my own, and I haven't seen a lot of these photographs ever, so I really want to get hold of them, make copies and learn who everyone is, so I can tell our sproglets who their ancestors were. It's my first day out this year with no coat on. It's beautiful and sunny and there's wind, but it's not really cold at all, is it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's lovely. Blue sky.
In spite of all the hardships, I've learned a lifelong lesson. Marriage.
At the beginning of February, something really bad happened and it's really frustrating because I want to like rant about it, but I can't really talk about it. This is going to be one of those annoying things that I vaguely talk about, but I can't really gossip about it, even when it's resolved. I was saying on Patreon, I said to my patrons in a blog post, I can't wait till this is over and I can tell you all about it, but thinking about it, I don't know that I can say anything even when it's over. It's kind of a dispute of sorts. It happened on Alex's birthday, ruined his 30th birthday really, bless him. Things are better now, much better, but it's not over. Just with all this going on, I feel like I didn't film a lot during February. I filmed some little clips here and there, but I didn't film as much as I normally would because I was just focused on this. It will all be okay, it will be fine. It was just something that was a shock and that took up a lot of our time immediately to kind of deal with. Despite something kind of crazy happening in the beginning of the month, it's actually been a good month really, and almost better because of that. It was quite kind of uplifting and encouraging and inspiring to know that even when something came out of the blue that was really unexpected and really stressful, we managed to sort it out and carry on. It's kind of a big transitional month. Unexpectedly, a lot of things changed. A maturing month, let's say. I feel like we learnt a lot of lessons unwillingly, but you know, we've been quite close. Not that we're not close. We're getting married, been together for like 8 years and we're close, but in any relationship you have times more than others when you're really cuddly and affectionate and really feeling close together, and other months you might just be sort of getting on with work and not having a lot of time for each other. And this one has brought us closer because of just how much stuff's been going on. So overall, quite good. I feel bad that I didn't film too much this month, so me and Tucker filmed, I don't even know what you'd call this. we filmed this thing together. Working title is Unimpressed or Attempting to Entertain My Cat, something like that, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, bye. And I'm gonna take you traveling the world. I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you the whole of what I've got. The fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die.